So I'm over here pruning my black raspberry bushes for the next year and harvesting the leaves from the plant. I figured I'd do a little video on how I do it. Black raspberries have a lot of really nasty thorns on them, so I actually like to use these rubberized gloves. They're Showa Atlas gloves, and they last a long time, and they do protect your hands from getting cut and pierced by these thorns. So if you cut the black raspberry bushes between 3 and 4 feet tall in the middle of the summer, they will grow branches off of this bush out and you'll have more berries. And so on here, let's see if we could see what, yeah, get a little bug off there. These thorns are very stout. I don't know if it's going to be able to pull them in. There you go. Very stout, very sharp, and they hurt, so, but they don't pierce through that rubber. And so what I do is these leaves are pointing upward in that direction, so I'll take the top of that branch and I'll just swipe it down into the bucket like this, and it cleans them right off, and then you don't get stuck by the thorns. And then the very tips will pull off. And so again, the orientation that I use is when they're, grab the very top of it, put the stem in the bucket, and then I just slide it down and capture just about all the leaves. I'll pick up any that fall around the edges, and then just get the tops, and that's how I do. And then what I'll do is I'll take these leaves, and you can rinse them off if you want. I don't care so much about it because I filter all my teas, but I just put it in the dehydrator, and usually if there are any bugs, they make their way out of the dehydrator because it gets warm. I dry them out at about 105 degrees, and once they're completely dry, I use these gloves again to break them up, because even on these small leaflets, there are little tiny thorns. Let's see if we can get them. Little tiny thorns, and if you do that with your bare hands, those thorns are going to hurt you. So I actually take these gloves, get a nice fresh pair. You can even clean them if you got an old pair or something. And then I crush these up once they're completely dry, and I put them in a canning jar with silica packets. And if you got silica packets, you can put them in the dehydrator to help dry them out, and then they just will continue to absorb moisture. But that's how I actually process my raspberry leaves. The first year shoots are the ones you want to get the leaves from because they don't produce fruit. In fact, I'll just show you right now. You can see the difference. Here is a second year, and the leaves are really a light green compared to the first year, which are darker. You see these have more of a yellow tint. These ones are darker. And the first year plants have this like a white, almost a chalky let's see if we can get it. This leaf is interrupting. So there's this white chalky film on it, and if you rub it, it turns green. That's your first year plant. The second year plant has a white substance on it, but it doesn't rub off as easy, or does it? Yeah, it does. But it's purple underneath. And so your second year is purple, and your first year is green. And the green is the one you want to harvest the leaves. And when you cut them to 3 to 4 feet height, then they'll branch out for the rest of the grow season. You'll have a bunch of branches, and then next year, as they shoot out, you'll have a lot more berries.